Christopher Columbus and the quest for a new world. Let's set sail on an exciting journey across history as we uncover the incredible story of Christopher Columbus and his quest for the new world. This is a tale of curiosity, courage, and resilience, perfect for all young explorers eager to learn about history's great adventures. Our story begins in Europe in the late 15th century. It was a time of great change. People were trading spices, silk, and gold with Asia, but there was one big problem. The land routes were too long and dangerous. Many dreamed of finding a faster sea route to get to Asia. Among them was an ambitious explorer named Christopher Columbus. Christopher Columbus had a daring idea. What if, instead of traveling east around Africa, he sailed west, over the Atlantic Ocean? Nobody knew if this would work. Some believed the Earth was too large, and others thought there might be sea monsters out there. But Columbus believed in his dream. He was curious, determined, and wanted to prove that great things come from exploring the unknown. Columbus needed support for his bold plan. He asked many European rulers to sponsor his voyage, but they all said no. They thought his idea was risky and impossible. But Columbus never gave up. Finally, in 1492, he convinced Queen Isabella and King Ferdinand of Spain to help him. They provided money, supplies, and 3 ships for the expedition: the Niña, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria. In August 1492, Columbus and his crew set sail from Spain on an extraordinary journey. The ships were small, and the dangers of the unknown ocean were enormous: rough waves, storms, and long days with no sight of land. The sailors grew nervous and began to lose hope. Some feared they might never make it back home. But Columbus remained resilient. He encouraged his crew to stay strong and reminded them of the rewards waiting for them if they succeeded. Days turned into weeks as they sailed into the open sea. Finally, on October 12, 1492, after more than 2 months at sea, a sailor on the Pinta called out, "Land ahoy!" Everyone cheered in joy. They had reached land. Columbus believed they had arrived in Asia, but they had no idea they were actually in a place unknown to the Europeans, a group of islands later known as the Bahamas. This was the beginning of what Columbus called the New World. The crew explored the island, marveling at the lush landscapes, new animals, and people who lived there. These were the native Taino people, who were curious about the visitors. Columbus and his crew shared gifts with them and learned a little about their way of life. After spending several weeks exploring the islands, Columbus decided to return to Spain. He was eager to share his exciting discoveries with Queen Isabella and King Ferdinand. They welcomed him as a hero. Columbus described the new lands he found and the potential riches they could provide. Columbus didn't stop there. In total, he made 4 voyages across the Atlantic, exploring more islands and regions of Central and South America. He still held on to his belief that he had reached parts of Asia, but the truth was much bigger than he imagined. Though Columbus didn't discover a route to Asia, his voyages sparked a wave of exploration that changed the world forever. His discoveries inspired other explorers to venture across the seas to learn about distant lands. Columbus's voyages were a turning point in history. They connected Europe, Africa, and the Americas in ways that had never been done before. Foods like tomatoes, chocolate, and corn were introduced to Europe, while horses and sheep were brought to the Americas. But it's important to take a closer look at history. While Columbus's exploration paved the way for new opportunities and knowledge, it also had serious consequences. The native peoples of the Americas faced great challenges, including loss of their land and culture due to European colonization. History is full of complex stories, and understanding both the achievements and the effects helps us see the full picture. Christopher Columbus's story teaches us valuable lessons that we can apply in our own lives. His curiosity reminds us that asking questions and seeking answers can lead to incredible discoveries. His resilience shows us that big dreams often come with challenges, but perseverance can help us overcome obstacles. Exploration also teaches us to respect the world and the people we encounter. When we study history, we see how important it is to treat each other with kindness and to learn from the past to build a better future. Columbus's story is just one chapter in the long history of exploration. Today, we explore the world in new ways. Like Columbus, modern explorers are driven by curiosity and the desire to understand the unknown. You don't have to sail across the Atlantic to explore. Exploration can happen in everyday life, whether it's discovering something new in your backyard, reading about distant places, or learning a new skill. Curiosity and adventure can happen anywhere. The story of Christopher Columbus is a reminder that curiosity and determination can lead to great discoveries. Whether you dream of exploring the stars, inventing something new, or simply learning about the world, there's always something amazing waiting to be uncovered. So what will you explore today? How will you leave your mark? Remember, the spirit of adventure is alive in all of us. Keep asking questions, stay curious, and dare to dream big. Columbus's journeys ignited a global exchange, reshaping cultures and economies, demonstrating how exploration can transform not just nations, but lives across the globe. Don't forget to subscribe for more historical stories that teaches resilience, creativity, and courage.